Hi, I'm Paul,
I'm Tammy,
and
and
we're
we're
Inseparable.
inseparable.
And today we're going to talk about the Arizona scene, or what we call the Arizona video. Actually, it wasn't filmed for Arizona, it was filmed for Taxi.
hmm
Okay. And what we were presented with was the three time periods that are in Taxi and Sequel. And one is, well, I used to pick her up in my car, or I used to bring her home in my car.
Yeah.
Okay. And we figured that's high school.
hmm
If not, maybe a job they worked at together. Harry isn't really specific about that. I'm going to close the garage door here because we're going to go driving. Um, and uh, and then in sequel, it's 10 years later after the Taxi. So you're covering a fairly wide range of ages. And we had to get a teenage thing going. And I am not on camera. And that's because it's absolutely impossible to make me look like a teenager. But I said, well, go get ready. And you just randomly chose this shirt.
Yeah, I chose this shirt. I thought it might be something a teenager, close to something a teenager might wear.
Right.
That's out of my wardrobe.
And you came down, you got in the car, and I told you, okay, now put your hat on, but put it on backwards because we got to do everything we can do to make you look younger. And
I
you
started
did,
laughing.
and put your sunglasses on. And when you did, you caught a peek of yourself in the side mirror, and you started to laugh.
Oh.
And then after that, you looked at me and you said, well, aren't you going to at least shave or comb your hair if you're going to be on, cut a video here? And I said, well, I'm not going to be in this because there's just no way to make me look like a teenager. Right now, we're just driving over to our favorite spot to shoot video. We're in a neighborhood with a bunch of cul-de-sacs, just one way in and out. But there is one dead end, and it's very close to our house. And this is our favorite spot because we can film videos without being interrupted here.
Yeah, there's no traffic going by all the time.
Yeah, but anyways, back to Taxi. So this film, I told you, well, we started driving. I said, now talk like a valley girl.
Right.
And you started, and you were, and I said, oh, you got to use your hands because they're going to see your lips moving, but
They're
nobody's
not going to hear me talking. So I started flapping my hands like a valley girl.
Yeah, and she did it great. I mean, we got this thing home, and I took a look at it. This is gold. I'm going to use this. In fact, it's probably the second most used clip in other videos that we've ever done, and that's next to Glance, which Glance, you told me you'll never ever use that in the video.
Yeah.
I pay close attention.
I told you that was not allowed, but you didn't listen.
Yeah, listen. But with this, the green and gray shirt, and how critically important that was, because later I decided to use this in the video for Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona's a Mark Lindsey song. He was the lead singer of Paul Revere and the Raiders, and it starts off pretty near the beginning. Arizona's kind of an old hippie, I think.
Yeah.
And she believes in colors of green and gray. And the shirt she wore,
It's green and gray.
It's green and gray, and that was just perfect. And we shot a lot of that over here, but it was really great. It came out great. It had kind of a shock value because you're in the dark, and then we go boom suddenly into the light, and so you getting emotional?
No.
Oh, okay. I got emotional doing some of these.
Yeah, some of the videos that you did, you were emotional. Probably not Arizona, but I think some of the more sentimental ones, and even Taxi, you were emotional.
We'll talk about that, but we'll talk about it now. the scene where you walk out, you get out of the cab, you walk up to our front door, and then go in the house and film. That just ripped me up, because her
Yeah.
going to the house by yourself, being in the house by yourself, is saying, "Oh my God," you know. I mean, not really thinking about it. It just grabbed my gut. And then, interestingly enough, when I was lip syncing the last lip sync for sequel, I just got really emotional, and maybe it was just like I needed to be. That should have been.
Now I'm getting emotional.
You're getting him. Oh boy.
I'm overclamped.
But we do have fun making these videos.
We have fun, but it shows how much we love each other too.
Yeah.
If we can get emotional about something that's just a video, we're just acting.
Yeah, and then so that. Well, next thing we'll talk about is the lip sync, and how that came about, and how that's been so well used now
Yeah.
in so many videos to get me out of a jam. And it got me out of the jam with sequel. And how we came to do sequel is when we put out Taxi, there were a lot of people that commented, "Can you do Taxi and sequel together like Harry does it?" Well, I don't know
Right.
how Harry did it. I didn't, I imagine
Yeah.
he just sang one right after the other.
Yeah.
If you go and you look for videos of Taxi, you'll see that, the Harry performing,
Yeah.
and other people have attempted to do it, but they just do it with stills.
Well, when you looked at the lyrics, you were like, "Oh, there's no way I can do this," because it was like about a brownstone and stuff like that, and there were certain things.
Yeah, well, how are we going to
Right.
do that? We
Yeah.
live in West Virginia. We don't have any friends that live in 5-story brownstones, and we'll talk about how the house played 2 parts.
Hmm.
Thanks for watching. Take care.
We love you. God bless.
Bye.